The Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol is reconvening this afternoon, and this will be the 8th public hearing to showcase the evidence it has gathered during that 11-month investigation.
This next session is expected to scrutinize whether former President Donald Trump's actions actually fueled extremist groups. And the committee is reportedly going to present some of its most striking evidence yet. Joining us to break this all down is political science professor Stephen Caliendo from North Central College. Good morning to you. Thank you, as always, for being here with us.
Hey, good morning. Mike dialed us up a beautiful day to reflect on democracy.
Yes. Yeah, there will be plenty of conversations going on, that is for sure. So tell us what we can expect today.
Well, I mean, the committee's been pretty secretive about who the witnesses that we will see are going to be, and so that's interesting. There's been some speculation. I think what I'm interested to hear is they have evidence about the plans of some of these extremist groups of what they intended on January 6th. So any of that kind of evidence is going to cut against sort of the narrative that's out there in a lot of Republican circles that it was just a protest gone bad. It just got out of control. I think what the committee is going to try to show is that the intent always was to disrupt the democratic process, to break into the Capitol, and there'll be evidence there. We're also going to hear from some of the testimony from Pat Cipollone, the White House counsel, who sat down with the committee on Friday. He won't be there live, but we will hear some of his testimony for the first time today.
So let's talk a little bit about that last surprise one that they added, some of the most damaging testimony coming from that. That was June 28th when Cassidy Hutchinson, she's a former aide to Mark Meadows, testified. And people were listening to what she had to say. They were shocked. A lot of people said she was extremely brave to get up there and say the things that she had said. There's been more talk about other Trump aides testifying, including his ally, Steve Bannon. What could Bannon reveal that could be beneficial or detrimental to the president, do you think?
Steve Bannon was out of the White House by the time January 6th happened. He had been gone for a couple of years and doing podcasts and so forth. But I think the link here, the reason why Bannon is still interesting to the committee is his link with the extremist groups and his close ties to others in the White House, including President Trump. And so what we're going to hear today is not only the plans from those extremist groups, but how those plans were tied directly to people closest to the president and maybe to the president himself. Steve Bannon can help with that link.
So, of course, many of the people who have been subpoenaed who, were allies of former President Trump have said this is all for show, this is all political, nothing is coming of this. So when all is said and done, do you think this is going to impact the former president at all? Is it realistic that he could face criminal charges as a result?
It's hard for me to speculate on whether the Department of Justice will move forward with criminal charges based on the evidence that they're seeing here. And it's very possible that this is mostly performance, but there is a real important historical element to this. And getting on the record what happened, it was an absolutely monumental day in American history to have the Capitol stormed and to have the process be interrupted in the way that it was. And so that has to be on the record, and that's an important part of what's happening with the January 6th committee, irrespective of what happens with the president directly.
Well, Stephen Caliendo with North Central College. Always a pleasure to have you on. We appreciate you joining us.
It's great to see you both. Have a great day.
You too.